Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Well, what a boring weekend. Yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit more action tomorrow towards the end of the weekly candle maybe. At the moment, the price is really moving in a very, very tight range. I mean, it's not even, I mean, here since this swing low, I mean, it's really not a lot. I mean, the price has moved up from Friday just sort of 2%, okay, and it's moving in that range here between 69k and 70.3k. It's quite interesting to see that it's the price is exactly moving in that orange support zone. Basically tested the lower boundary, then the upper boundary, and it's just caught in this box, imprisoned in the orange support region. Yeah, what can I say? The market is still in the same posture, so I'll really just give you a quick update. Let's see if we can get a little bit more action tomorrow. Feels a bit like bear market. It was like that for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we still kept going. And now we are here. Obviously, it's not bear market, of course, but these consolidations, they can be very, very boring, which is okay. The market was really, really interesting. It still is interesting. It's just that on the smaller time frames, not much is going on at the moment, which is okay as well. The the market can take a break as well over the long weekend. So anyway, the overall structure for anybody who's new is still that third wave likely topped around the 13th of March. Then we have an A wave down, we have this high B wave, and then a C wave to the downside is still expected to come a little later. And in this B wave rally, we are looking at a three wave move, of course, as an A, B, C structure. And the C wave would be a five wave move, 1, 2, 3, and this is like the wave 4 at the moment. Maybe it's finished the wave 4, maybe it's still unfolding as a triangle, and then we would still expect a fifth wave to the upside. When would I expect, or when would I stop to expect a fifth wave to the upside? Well, there are two support areas on the chart. There is a micro support, the upper support area between 69k and 70.3k. This is currently being respected. As long as the Friday low, which basically touched the lower boundary of that support area, as long as that level is holding, I'm looking for one more high in wave C of 5. And I would assume that the wave 4 already bottomed on the 27th of March. And this was an A wave to the upside, a B wave pullback, and we're now like in a C wave rally. I shared with you in one of my first videos today, or earlier videos, that it could be like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave C. Okay, so that this is just a 5-wave pattern within the C wave, and we're already working on the initial 1, 2 pattern. And yeah, next could be the third wave of the C wave. So if this is correct, then the next move up could be a bit of a surge that could take us into the area around, possibly here 72, 73k, maybe even a little higher than that. Okay, but if we see a break below the Friday low, then I would have to assume that we're going to dip into the lower support region. That would mean that we're likely going to reset the wave 4 a little bit lower. So the wave 4 would then still be unfolding, possibly as a larger flat structure. And then support is between 68.5 and 66.7k. Only if we break below 66.7k, I would have to assume that a somewhat larger top is in place. I mentioned to you that for me, this move to the upside isn't quite finished yet. It could be, technically, but we talk about probabilities here, and I'm always looking for the, let's say, the ideal structures. I will always tell you when the market tells me to change perspective, and in this case, it's below 66.7k. But I think it's important to see this move from the right perspective. I explained to you that this next move to the upside is like the icing on the cake, right? We've already fulfilled minimum expectations in this rally that started down here on the 20th of March. So it's really just maybe one more high, to form that 5-wave move in wave C of B. Okay, if we get one more higher low and one more higher high after that, then I have a 5-wave pattern as a leading, or as an ending diagonal possibly. We'll see if that's the leading or ending diagonal then, but it would be a diagonal pattern in 5 waves, and it could take us to 80k plus. I mean, if I see 5 waves, then we can add a support area later for the next higher low pullback, but that would be the bullish perspective. I don't necessarily expect that white count to play out. I'm leaning towards yellow, but it would still, after the next high, give you a support area for a possible wave 4 corrective pullback in case you want to trade it or you believe in that count. I rather follow the yellow count, but even in the yellow count, I will not confirm a top in place until I see a break of micro support. So even if I tell you I expect only one more high, if then on the way down support doesn't break, I will continue to try to stay with the analysis on the right side of the trend. So I always let the market tell me what's going on. Key is obviously to use the analysis in a way that we can interpret the signals of the market correctly. But yeah, not much more going on at the moment. So let's see if tomorrow is going to be a little bit more exciting. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.